What's going on, everybody? It's Salvaje and I'm back at it again with another Pokemon Unite VOD review. This is some expert Greninja footage on my secondary account. As you guys know, I'm a master rank player on my primary account, so in this video I'm going to be giving you guys some strategies and tactics that you can't really get away with on the master rank, that you can definitely get away with on the lower levels of play, like expert. So yes, I am going to be teaching you guys how to play like a master rank player in the expert elo. By the way, some of you guys might be wondering why I went from level 1 to level 3 by killing this Lillipup. That is most likely because one of my teammates had an experience share on. Because my Absol steals the core fish at the bottom and I actually still managed to get to level 5, just in case anyone was curious. Okay, so getting out of expert, it's all about knowing when to score, knowing how to defend your base, and also playing aggressively but smart. Because in expert, sometimes you're not really going to have some of your teammates rotate down to objectives. That's because the game literally just came out, and of course, as the game progresses and people learn more tactics and stuff, you know, the expert rank is going to get a little bit better. But at the time when we're making this video, not many people know how to rotate and how to do objectives at the expert levels of play. So whatever, we gotta adapt to it. Let's take a look at this play right here. I said earlier, getting out of expert is about knowing when to score. And in expert, I take as many opportunities as possible when it comes down to scoring, because I want to score at least 50 points minimum every single match. Why? Because that is going to make sure that I get my performance points. And the more performance points I get, the more likely I am to rank up very, very quickly and also prevent myself from ranking down. So I scored, I go back, my two teammates were able to help me. I was pretty much planning on both of them being able to knock out the people that were pursuing me and me just dying. And I was going to be completely okay with that because then my teammates were going to be able to score, but it actually worked out even better. Something that you want to make sure as you rotate to the top lane as a jungler is you want to make sure that you help out take out the enemy farm. Okay, that's what expert is also all about as well. You want to make sure that you prevent your enemies from farming as much as possible. Right there, I cleared out the entire top lane. Both of the bad guys got taken down. I scored, and then I went and proceeded to take out some of the enemy minions on the bad guys lane. Like that, when they come back, they don't have experience to pretty much obtain, which means that I'm going to have a level advantage over the enemy team big time. And it is thanks to that you guys are going to be seeing that there's going to be some fights in this video that are going to be completely unfair. And the reason for that is because I had some levels over the bad guys, and they couldn't do anything about it because we were taking their farm and we were pretty much scoring whenever we had an opportunity. Let's take a look at this phenomenal footage right here. Zeraora is not a problem with me. I had levels over him. He couldn't do anything. Level 6 and level 7. Okay, not a big deal. So right here I go down, and I actually wasn't even planning on it anyway. I actually was planning on just surfing and insta-killing the Charmeleon, but my guess is that he got a critical hit. But whatever, right? Like, setbacks are going to happen eventually. And right here I see that, oh shit, we haven't taken Dreadnought. It's okay, it's expert rank. You know, barely no one goes to Dreadnought, the expert rank. But I was like, okay, it's not a big deal. Let me go ahead and see what I can do at this bottom lane. Again, I have levels over Zeraora. He stands no chance. I'm going to use my ultimate here. I'm going to kill the Charmeleon. I see that the Eldegoss is at the top, but my two teammates are meeting up Eldegoss. So what am I going to do? Am I going to start Dreadnought? I mean, I could start Dreadnought if I wanted to. No. I'm going to score. Okay? If you're in the expert rank, try to score as much as possible, guys. When you score, you get some XP as well, which, as you guys can see, I'm already level 10 and this Zeraora is level 7. Like, he stands no chance against me, right? It's really, really important to score. But not only that, again, like I said earlier, if you're scoring a lot, it pretty much guarantees that you're going to be having those performance points. The more performance points you're going to be able to secure, the less likely you are to rank down, and the more likely you are to rank up, because as you guys know, when you get a specific amount of performance points, you actually get a free win. Personally, I think the performance point system is genius because it basically makes sure that good players will always climb no matter what, and players that don't understand the game even though they might get a couple of rank down preventions, they're still gonna be stuck where they are at because they haven't learned actual aspects of the game. And no, I'm not trash talking. Like, this is coming from someone that was stuck on the expert rank and veteran rank for a while because I wasn't taking the time to actually learn the game, and I was just blaming my teammates for every single loss that I had, right? Talking about teammates and team play, at the beginning of this video, you guys saw how me going to the top lane actually helped out some of my top laners score, which of course gave them some XP. Right now, as you guys just saw, I gave Absol that Bouffalon. The reason why I gave Absol that Bouffalon is because I wanted Absol to go up in a couple of levels, like that when the Zapdos fight comes around, he's going to be a little bit bulkier. And with that said, that moves me forward to the third topic that I wanted to cover in this video, and that is going to be taking a look at your own mistakes and shortcomings. If you want to carry an expert like a master rank player, you're just going to have to start taking a look at what it is that you're doing wrong in your own footage, or of course what it is that you're doing wrong as you're playing the game, and start thinking about what is it that you can do to improve it. Earlier in the match, we lost the bottom score line because I was just being way too focused on farming. You know, I didn't put any emphasis on protecting the bottom score line, which again caused us to lose it. Right here, I used my Unite move, and that led to me not having, I didn't even have to use that Unite move, honestly. But look, right here I could have used my Unite move to take out that Zeraora and that Eldegoss, because I did have 2 levels over them, and I would have probably been able to take them both out. And I would have been able to score a big 50 there with Rotom, and I wasn't able to do it, right? You need to make sure that you're taking a look at your own shortcomings as a player. The other day I was watching a master rank player play, and he was just, you know, blaming his teammate, the person that he was queuing up with, for playing extremely aggressively, when that master rank player himself was playing way too aggressively himself, and he was dying way too many times when he shouldn't have been dying. The point is, homie wasn't taking a look and accepting his own shortcomings throughout the match. He was just shifting the blame towards his teammate. And personally, I think that's one of the reasons why he lost the match, because he wasn't actively paying attention to what he could have improved on his gameplay. Mindset is something that's really important. And look, right here, I could have easily said, oh my god, my Gardevoir, my Absol, and my Talonflame, they are trash. They were not able to take out these 4 teammates that's destroyed our top goal. I could say that, that is valid, but what is also valid is that I was so focused on farming, right, that it was due to that massive error that the bad guys were able to destroy my top scoreline. If I would have been with my teammates on the scoreline, maybe my top scoreline wouldn't have been destroyed. And that leads me forward to the next tip in this VOD review. Make sure that you guys are actually taking the time to farm around your score lines and making sure that there aren't any enemies around your score line, so that your score line doesn't get destroyed, or hoop, whatever you want to call it, right? Look, this is another fatal mistake that I made here. I used my ultimate here, and instead of running away and regrouping with the team, I decided that it's a good idea to take on a Greninja and a Zeraora at the same time. And it is thanks to that massive mistake that the enemy team was actually able to get Zapdos. And personally, you know, you guys are going to see right now that I'm going to put up a surrender vote, because I was like, all right, that's it, it's pretty much game over. Luckily for our team, the enemy team decides to actually chase our Talonflame, and this Eldegoss that is going to try to score on my bottom lane, for some reason he didn't score, maybe because he was like CC'd or something like that. But right there, guys, it was my own shortcoming that almost cost us the match. I could have easily said my teammates weren't at the Zapdos pit and my teammates weren't really defending the score lines, but both of those scenarios would be incorrect, because 1, I wasn't defending my own score lines as well, and 2, I chose to push without having my teammates in the score line as well. I'm putting some emphasis on this towards the end of the video because I think mindset is really, really important when you're playing this game. And I'm going to make a more separate in-depth video on it, but I did want to cover it in this VOD review because this VOD review is a perfect example of having a mindset to improve and how it should be approached. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this VOD review. I taught you guys the importance of guarding your goal lines, making sure that you're scoring some goals earlier, and also helping your teammates score, and of course gave you guys a couple of mindset examples so that you can carry an expert like a master rank player, because if you focus on improving, you're going to see some phenomenal changes in your gameplay. I hope you guys also subscribe to the channel, and you guys click that bell icon if you're interested in more Pokemon Unites, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace.